Another school day at Auchi Polytechnic in Edo State, Nigeria. For several years now, the Polytechnic has been named the best polytechnic in Nigeria. In the year 2012, the International Ranking Agency of World Tertiary Institutions, webometrics, declared Auchi the best polytechnic in West Africa and the second best in Africa.
Auchi Polytechnic consecutively for 2 years has been adjudged the best polytechnic in Africa, in Nigeria and in West Africa. So it's a first choice polytechnic. So the purpose of setting up Auchi Polytechnic is to train middle level manpower that can drive the economy of the nation. In Auchi Polytechnic we have both the morning program and the evening program. Put together, we are looking at about 30,000 students who pass through the entrepreneurship program every year. The Entrepreneurship Center was an initiative of the federal government asking all higher institutions in Nigeria to train the youths to acquire skills, especially now that there is a problem of unemployment in the nation. The entrepreneurship centers were established in some schools, but in Auchi Polytechnic we established ours in 2008, and ever since that center was established, we've been training students to acquire skills of their choice. We don't discriminate. All students of the institutions, no matter the profession, are made to take the entrepreneurship course. First, the first year they take it theoretically, and the second year they do practically. Then also the flexible skills development was an initiative of the Commonwealth of Learning.
Here, students from all departments are involved in the school's spearheaded new approach to delivering technical vocational education and training, TVET. They are equipped with expanded and multiple life skills such as carpentry, tie and dye, sewing, shoemaking, soap making, and fish farming, among others.
Very happy to be a student of this institution, because me being here, I've gained so many knowledge, especially liquid soap production. With this, I can't wait for government to give me a job before me knowing what to do. At least with this, I can set up my own business, then produce the soap, sell it, make money on my own. I can't wait for my parents. Me knowing this alone, I can't wait for my parents to start doing some certain things for me. I'm happy to be a student here, and I'm happy to have knowledge on this.
Here I am into shoemaking, but if you check other departments, what they are doing here, probably when I'm less busy, I can probably just throw around, just have a look at what they are doing. But most especially in this shoemaking, the resource person has put me through on how and where to go about it, how to get the materials, what are the instruments that must be on ground, and how to start. Organization, oil company, industry, they will cage you. But talk about skills, you are self-reliant, you are free, you make decisions on your own. Government does not interfere in your skill acquisition. You have your own decision to make whatsoever and anytime. Nobody tells you when to come in, nobody tells you what to go out. But mind you, you must be disciplined. I prefer skills, handwork, than offices.
Training young people for employment. Ensuring that human resource supply is in line with technological change and market demand is one of Auchi's success stories. Thus, the skills built by Auchi Polytechnic over the years have had a multiplier effect on the overall socio-economic development of Edo State and Nigeria as a whole. Research and registration profiles in Nigeria show that about 70% of surveyors working in Edo State were trained in Auchi. and some young people who have been trained by Auchi are now offering services to the school by preparing other students for the job market.
You know, in mechanical we have different kinds of courses, and in practical I'm grounded in welding and fabrication because I'm an international specialist. I think the first woman in Africa, and international welding practitioner also. So I train students. My school sent me for outside the country. They sent me on training, and I was successful. And even before they have the training, but I was sent because I have more experience, and the experience I've been putting into my students since 2009 when I came back from the training. So it has been so good, but we have some challenges, and those challenges are the machines. We don't have enough facility to put students the way we want them to do. So practically the little machines we have on ground, we'll be trying with them, but we need more machines. That's the only way we can excel.
Auchi Polytechnic is unique in that it does not only offer vocational education for skills development, but it is also passionate about gender issues. To this end, girls and women are prepared and encouraged to develop interest in information communication technologies, ICTs, and vocational education through the Women in Technical Education and Development WITED. This program also trains illiterate adult women to read and write. With the motto, Hands and Brain for Development, Auchi is one of 11 polytechnics in Africa, pioneering the Flexible Skills Development FSD program of the Commonwealth of Learning.
Commonwealth of Learning is a child of the Commonwealth of Nations, and the concern generally is about the global trend towards unemployment and unemployability of school products. This concern is what has boiled down to the initiative that we today call FSD in the place. And the idea is simply to create a platform for students to acquire soft skills that can tide them over after graduation.
In the informal sector, what we do is that we're trying to give them necessary skills. Some of them may have had these skills, but may not be adequate enough. So what we do is to bring them to an educational environment where they can now be taught formally. In the process, they extend their skills, they acquire more skills, and they'll be able to now, on their own, continue to carry out their jobs and impact on other places, other trainees in their workshop.
Notwithstanding the overwhelming success of Auchi Polytechnic, this tertiary institution also has its challenges.
The most important is capacity building, you know, because you cannot give out what you do not have. And so with the limited resources we have, we've been training staff to be knowledgeable, to be more knowledgeable, especially in this era of information technology. You know, we are now going digital. A lot of things are now powered electronically, not manually. So most of our staff now are trained to know more about the new technologies so that they can come back and impact this technology. So capacity development is another area where we need some help so that more of our staff can go out to be trained. The only thing now is to help these young people gain grants that can help them establish small businesses. So, but without funds, we cannot do that. If the Entrepreneurship Center, for example, of Auchi Polytechnic is developed and has more equipment, and then we can now ask students from Ghana, Senegal, Gambia and the rest to come for maybe a 2 months or 3 months intensive program so that they can acquire the skills that we have here, because we have quite a lot. Like the Auchi School of Arts is the best in the country, and anybody that passes through that school is self-employed. They are some of the best artists you are getting in the world. You see some black people who are artists in the world, find out very well. You discover that they are from Nigeria. Still inquire, you discover that they finished from Auchi Polytechnic. So we have a great skilled manpower in this place. So if Auchi Polytechnic is properly enhanced by some international bodies, then we can give out our services in the region, not even in the region, but in Africa as a whole, so that as Africans we can impact our knowledge in all other African countries, and Africa will be the better for it.
Despite the challenges, Auchi Polytechnic has made significant steps in the attempt to provide education for employment. Hervé Merchant is responsible for UNESCO's Technical Vocational Education and Training Program, TVET.
L'importance de l'entrepreneuriat est cruciale, c'est vraiment une clé pour le développement des pays, parce qu'au Nigeria, comme dans la majorité des pays africains, on observe qu'il y a une tension de plus en plus forte entre le domaine de la formation et le domaine de l'emploi. Auchi a été reconnu depuis quelques années comme un centre qui est très pertinent dans le domaine de l'entrepreneuriat, notamment au niveau de l'enseignement supérieur. Il y a déjà eu des concertations entre l'ADEA, l'UNESCO et d'autres partenaires comme COL, Commonwealth of Learning, pendant le 3e congrès sur l'enseignement et la formation technique et professionnelle, qui avait reconnu Auchi Polytechnic comme un des centres pertinents qui devrait faire connaître plus son expérience pour les autres pays. Donc à ce titre-là, Auchi Polytechnic a suivi la politique gouvernementale du Nigeria qui veut que l'entrepreneuriat soit inscrit à tous les niveaux d'enseignement pour la formation des jeunes, et c'est très important. C'est pour ça que nous sommes très contents d'appuyer le partage de la pratique d'Auchi Polytechnic pour les autres pays.
It is believed that if there were many Auchi Polytechnics in Africa, TVET will continue to provide that edge of exposing young people to professional training and making them ready for global competition in this global village that the world is today.